Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Saving Dallas. Welcome to all you Dallas fans. Well, the two major headlines at the moment are doing the rounds on the internet. Is the top story is that Nielsen have confirmed that the ratings for the past few months are inaccurate. Would you Adam and Eve it? And of course, we do now know that Cynthia Cedray and Warner Brothers have been pitching Dallas to different television networks, CBS being one of them. But first, let's talk about this outcry that's going on online at the moment that Nielsen have confirmed that the ratings for the past few months are inaccurate. Now, someone made a point to me, but this is the main for the main networks. But the point is, Nielsen is an archaic, inaccurate way of counting how many people are watching TV. It makes me laugh, America, that it's supposed to be this big, powerful country, scary country. We're all meant to be scared of it, but they can't even count how many people are watching television. I mean, come off it. It's ridiculous. The Nielsen system should have been trashed a long time ago. It's an absolute joke that's the way that people's jobs are decided. But I've spoken about this before. But even though they're saying it's to do with the big networks and not with cable, you can bet your bottom dollar that they've miscounted the cable ones. This is a massive moment for hashtag Saving Dallas, the campaign. It's a big moment because it puts doubt over everything. Even if they have only just miscounted the major networks shows, it puts doubt over Nielsen. There's always been a doubt over Nielsen, but now the publicity is on Dallas's side. So this is something we can use. This is something we can use when we go towards talking to other networks, and just when we're posting on Twitter. But also, of course, the second main headline that's going on at the moment is that it is official now. Warner Brothers have been pitching Dallas to different networks. And the big shocker, of course, is that CBS is one of those networks. Now, I think if you're Dallas and you're Cynthia Cedray, you can go around all the networks. It's not really a big deal. You're pitching. It doesn't mean they're going to let you. It doesn't mean they're going to give you a fourth season, but they're going to hear you out. I'm surprised that they went to CBS. I'm surprised that there's even a chance of CBS having it. But it seems to me, and I think they've actually been asked back to do a second pitch for CBS as well. This is really telling, and I'm starting to get a big feeling in my gut that we will end up back on CBS. Of course, CBS is where the original Dallas aired for 13 years, was it? So I know all the fans are desperate for CBS. It will be a great conclusion to this hashtag Saving Dallas saga, but we don't know. Anywhere will do for us. I know I've heard people complaining about how they can't afford Netflix, and I don't really think there's much of a chance of us going on a stream network anyway. I think we will go on the old-fashioned networks, as I'm calling them now, just so everyone understands what I'm talking about. I don't think we're going to be streamed. I think we will go to a network. I do think CBS are the favourites. It's not because I'm a biased Dallas fan who's desperate for it to go back. What would it mean for Dallas to return to CBS? Well, first of all the haters that say that Dallas is an old 80s show and it's had its day, by the biggest, best network in America picking up Dallas for a fourth season, that gives a great signal to people. CBS is a network that has more wins than fails. 3/4 of the shows are brilliant. They have big numbers. They're very, very successful, and they have longevity. Look at NCIS. That's just one thing I'm pulling out the park, but that just goes to show you this network has got a great success rate. And of course, with Dallas, they had a 13-year success rate, and of course with Knots Landing as well, one of the most successful spin-offs of all time. So all we can really do is cross our fingers, keep on posting hashtag Save Dallas, keep on posting our pictures, just doing what we're doing. I mean, if you think of different ideas, do them. Don't worry about people saying, "Oh, you think we're doing this." You do, as individuals, you do what you think is right for this hashtag Save Dallas campaign. But obviously, as I'm going to go back to this, the big news, of course, is the CBS thing, because I didn't even think CBS will let us through the door. I never really believed that there was a chance until I heard Linda Gray her conversation with a CBS executive, and I think her and Patrick has definitely been greasing some palms. I'm not talking about bribes, of course. I'm just talking about getting some old contacts and trying to pressure them into taking Dallas. I don't think a network like CBS can be pressured by anyone. I think if they want it, I think the noises I've heard, CBS are surprised that the show was successful for 3 years, and even season 3 is seen as a success. It was a great season. The numbers were amazing, as I said a billion times before, considering the aggressive scheduling of TNT. And I think CBS have been very humbled and shocked by this hashtag Save Dallas campaign. And I think the noises are good. Now, all these pictures that have been going to different networks, they're going to take from about 10 days to 14 days, 2 weeks, to get back to, for it to be out in the media, for us to know if anyone's going to pick the show up. Now, if these pictures don't work, obviously then we're going to be upset, aren't we? We're going to be sad. Then it is about the streaming sites. Obviously, that's the worst case scenario. No disrespect to the streaming sites. I mean, I'm a subscriber of Amazon Instant Play. I just discovered it this week. It is brilliant, the amount of films and TV shows you can watch. But on the other hand, I do believe these streaming sites are killing off the old-fashioned television and how it used to work, how you can just turn your TV on and watch your shows. I think in the end, the future is that, like the TV networks channels we've got now, there'll be different kind of streaming sites. So I assume all the different networks will have their own streaming sites in the end. But I think that's the future. But for now, we're still dealing with networks for the most part. And I think we are favourites to be on a network. I think we are not going to be in a position where we're not going to be picked up by someone. I think the hashtag Save Dallas campaign has been a great success, and I would implore all of you to keep on going. So remember, I'm sure you read them before, but the main 2 headlines are, of course, Nielsen's confirmation of pretty much messing up the ratings for the past few months. As I said, massive revelation, and it will help the hashtag Save Dallas campaign no matter what anyone says to you. And of course, today we found out that CBS have been pitched Dallas. Again, that is big news, and I'm telling you from what I'm hearing on the ground, keep your fingers crossed and everything crossed, we could end up at CBS. There's at least a 50% chance, which is brilliant, which is more of a chance we had this time last week. It's crazy what a difference 7 days makes. Last Saturday morning, I woke up to hear that Dallas had been cancelled, and I was devastated. And I was talking to you last week, of course, with Dallas cancelled by TNT, that video I did, and I was devastated. And then a few days later, I started these Saving Dallas videos because the hashtag Save Dallas campaign started. And I've just been blown away by everything. And as I said, I've been up day and night doing the hashtag Save Dallas, talking to people. And it's been amazing. It's been fulfilling. Potentially in the next 2 to 3 weeks, Dallas could have a home. So keep on doing what you're doing. You're brilliant, guys. I love my Dallas family. Talk to me down below. Subscribe. On Twitter, I'm Movies TV Mad. On Facebook, I'm Mick Meanus. I will find you somewhere, or you find me. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Maybe with some more breaking developments. See you later. Bye-bye.